The abdomen of a spider is a real factory for web production. It is where the voluminous web glands are located, which produce a sticky secret that quickly hardens in the air. Abdominal limbs form the web thread, and movable web warts direct the thread to the right place. The abdomen in spiders is movably connected to the thorax by a thin bridge. The limbs, consisting of 7 segments, are also mobile. As a result, the spider organism is able to produce web thread and quickly eliminate gaps in the trapping net. Ribbed claws and bristles on extremities help the spider to glide quickly along the web thread like a carriage on rails, allowing the spider to appear in time at the place of web breakage. The ability to produce a patina is not the main feature of spiders, however, weaving a trapping net has become a distinctive feature of spiders. Spiders are true predators, waiting for their prey in a secluded place. Stuck to the web, the victim tries to get out of the trap by swinging the web thread. The resulting vibrations are transmitted by the signal thread to the spider, which quickly by threads approaches the prey and injects digestive juice, which hits the victim, digests the internal contents. Then the spider braids a web around it, forming a kind of cocoon. It is left to wait a little while until the digestive enzymes make it possible to simply suck out the liquid contents. During the breeding season, the spider's thread, secreted by the female, allows the partner to find an individual of the opposite sex to mate with. Male tarantulas construct miniature mating laces in the vicinity of female nets, in which they lure spiders for mating, rhythmically tapping their limbs. Male crusader spiders attach their web to the radial threads in the female's trapping net, placing it horizontally. Then the male strikes the limbs, causing the oscillation. In this way the spiders signal to the female their presence. The female does not show aggression in this case and goes down to the male for mating along the attached web thread. The female lays eggs after fertilization in a spider cocoon, woven of 1 or more silken threads. The cocoon itself is formed by 2 plates, the main plate and the covering plate, connected by their edges. This structure of the cocoon provides reliable protection for the eggs. The female first weaves the main plate, similar to the spermatic mesh for eggs. On top she wraps them with the second layer of web, which forms the covering plate. The cocoon's sheath is formed by silk threads tightly adhering to each other and is impregnated with congealed secretion. The walls of the cocoon become very dense, almost like parchment. In some spider species, the female spider weaves a loose cocoon that looks like a lump of absorbent cotton. Some species of spiders use the web to move through the air. Spiders climb higher up a tree, fence, high stone, the roof of a building. Raising the abdomen, they release a sticky thread. It quickly freezes in the air and the spider, unhooked, sets off in flight on a light web, which is carried by the oncoming air stream. This is how young spiders get to new habitats. Adult spiders of species with small size can also relocate. Spiders are capable to ascend with the help of web threads picked up by the wind to the height of 2 to 3 kilometers. And their travels are most often made during quiet and calm days of Indian summer. They travel long distances. In the nature live web spiders, which weave webbing, but are known also netweaver species, which hunt without using webbing. But they produce webs during the periods of molting, resting, molting, and wintering. Spiders weave protective bags or shelters woven from spider webs. Tented spiders escape when a predator approaches on a spider's thread by falling down. When the danger has passed, they return back to the web thread and climb up, quickly unwinding their safety rope. Spider skunks use the spider web to attack. They attach the lifeline to some object and jump on the intended victim. The South Russian tarantula, leaving its burrow, pulls a barely visible spider's thread behind it, by which it will always find the entrance to the abandoned shelter. When the safety net is broken, the tarantula is unable to find its burrow and goes in search of a new one. Spider jackets spend their nighttime on spider threads attached to the substratum. It is a kind of insurance against predators. Tarantulas live in burrows, the walls of which are constantly crumbling, so these shaggy spiders line the walls of their dwellings with threads of spider web. Such a construction prevents the earth walls from crumbling. Spiders before entering their burrows weave a variety of web constructions in the form of funnels, tubes, movable lids, covering the entrance. The silverback spider hunts in the water, in which to breathe atmospheric air. Dipping to the bottom, the spider captures a portion of the air at the end of the abdomen in the form of a small bubble. On plants, it constructs an air bell, in which the air is held by a densely woven web. To catch their prey, Spiders weave fishing nets, but some species use spiders' harnesses and threads. Spiders that hide in the depths of burrows leave a signal thread. It extends from the abdomen to the entrance to the shelter. Fluctuations of this thread are transmitted to the spider, giving a signal that the prey is caught. Not only spiders produce web, but they are the most widely used spider silk. That weaving web is their distinctive feature.